Hey, what's up, YouTubers? T Square with T Square Talk. So today I'm going to be taking a walk around a thrift store. I've heard people say you can get so many great deals when you come in these places. Um, I tend to like flea market type places because it's more stuff that hasn't been sitting there for too long. But because I've heard people talk about thrift stores and how they found some great deals, but my opinion is everybody's already been in places like this and they picked over everything. So, but we're gonna go in, we're gonna take a look around and see what kind of deals we can find, if we can find anything. So let's head on in there and check it out. Now, one of the things I do like to look for is paintings, but you're probably not really going to find much paintings at at this type of a thrift store. However, once in a while you do see, you've heard stories of people finding $1 million artwork. It does happen once in a while, but it is extremely rare. So like I say, it's rare you're gonna find an actual painting, and then if you do, I mean, it's to even know right off, you just kind of got to have your own taste in what you're looking for. I got this one right here. I was kind of looking at it. It's kind of pretty. Has a signature, but I'm not sure. I've never seen or heard of that. I don't think it's anything famous, but you never really know what you have until you take it home or do some research. And since I'm filming, I'm not going to be looking up names on my phone, but see, one of the things I look at too is when you have stuff that's all just kind of thrown around like this, it means it's probably been here for a while, in my opinion. Because if an employee had just been over here and just put it up, you might see it more neater, kind of like this area up here, how everything's kind of neat and in order. But when you see stuff like this, people have been picking through it, just throwing it wherever. But you really never know what you can find at these type of places. I mean, if you're a book reader, I mean, books can get expensive over time, and if you can just pick them up here for $1, I mean, it's good. I mean, most of the time it's like a movie. You read it, you watch it, and then you throw it in a corner somewhere. So if you get a good deal, I do tend to buy a lot of my DVDs and movies at pawn shops and stuff because they're cheap. I can watch them. Usually I can bring them back and get half the price back if I don't want them, or I'll just loan them out to friends and stuff. So if you're into planes or jets, this is pretty cool. Anybody that was ever in the Air Force or anything like that, it's a pretty neat set of books. All Air Force, air stuff. So, kind of interesting there. Got some electronics over here. The only thing about electronics is whenever I look at this type of stuff, a lot of it is usually outdated. So if you kind of like to stay on your game when it comes to electronics, it's going to be a little more difficult getting stuff here, but every once in a while you do find some decent stuff. Little appliances always come in handy. I mean, the popcorn popper if you're not into microwave stuff. That looks kind of cool. It's older, but little quesadilla maker, I think. But most of my stuff I like to either barbecue now or cook from a crock pot or that type of stuff. So I don't really use a lot of the little gadgets anymore. I mean, I don't put stock in them. But so let's take a look around. We'll continue looking. And as you would expect, clothing, there is tons and tons and tons of clothing. Clothing is like just insane at these places. I mean, everybody's getting rid of clothing once it don't fit. Anything. I mean, look at the rows and aisles of clothing. So, I mean, I guess for kids it's really good because they outgrow their stuff so quick, and usually kids are rough with their clothing. So, I mean, that's a good way to save a few bucks here and there. Pick up stuff at a place like this and let them use it. They're rough with it. It ain't no big deal. But you can actually find too some name brand stuff every once in a while if you really know your brand names and you're looking. Just because sometimes people that just have money, we all know that there's people that are kind of we're in a wasteful society now. A lot of people buy it and just get rid of it. So, but I know kids clothing is something else. You can get a lot of that. So, but there's a little of everything. So let's continue taking a look around and we'll see if we can find any good stuff. Now I gotta be honest, this is my first time in here and I'm not really finding anything that looks like an exceptional deal that really caught my attention. But I wanted to give it a try because I had seen other YouTubers do up videos on these topics. So a lot of movies. Nobody really uses the VHS anymore. I unfortunately I got a bunch of VHS. I don't even have a VHS player anymore. It broke and I can't find another one. So, and I mean, you figure your DVDs $1.91. I've seen these like at pawn shops usually for $1 a piece. So, but so not really any super deals, but guess I'll keep looking around and see if I find anything that's worth getting. I will let you guys know. Well guys, unfortunately I didn't find nothing worth getting. I'll be skipping the checkout line and heading right outside. So you guys have a great one. Take care guys. Hope to see you again on T-Square Talk. You guys have a good one. Bye bye.